Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm the Tailorette. I'm going to be talking about all of the dresses that I've made this summer. Believe it or not, I have been sewing for 20 years and I have never made my summer wardrobe. Never. I told myself I'm not going to be buying any brand new dresses this year. I'm going to go back and start all the way back from Easter. This dress was worn during the summer, so I'm going to include that into my summer wardrobe. But this dress, it is made out of Fabulism. That is a brand or a brand of fabric, a designer, Fabulism. It was inspired by Swedish style materials, and I was really happy to make it for Easter because I'm not into necessarily neon colored Easter pastel colors. So I kind of made it into like a Easter Swedish dress, which this would look great in a dirndl. I would absolutely love to make this material in a dirndl, in which I actually might make this dress into a dirndl. That was for Easter. I entirely made the dress myself. The bodice was fully designed by me. Everything was designed by me. The only thing I would probably regret about this is I think I should have made the bodice really fitted to my body, because when I bent over, this would gape open. So that is a little bit awkward. So that is the first dress that I made of the season for myself, and I was really happy with it. So next we have the chambray dress. I thrifted this dress basically, however, I basically made it myself because it was 5-6 sizes too large for me, and I had been looking for a chambray dress that I could just wear casually, and I finally found it, but it was not in my size. So I decided to just use the dress as fabric. So I cut my bodice out. I made the same exact dress that was there, but I just made it in my own size. So everything was basically made from scratch except for the ruffle at the bottom. Down here, I actually used that just from the original dress. So that is the chambray dress. If you want to see how I did that dress and I made it look exactly like the original, see this link right here. This is a link on all the alterations I did from the thrift store. However, I include this dress and how I made it basically from scratch, right? All right, so now moving on to the coral thrifted dress, or the raspberry coral thrifted dress. I absolutely adore this color. If you've been following my YouTube for a while, you'll know that this is my absolute favorite color. So now this one, I basically just bought from the thrift store. The only thing that's original to it is the ruffle, just like the chambray dress I just showed you. But this one is fully made by me in the bodice, and I restructured everything. I even had to re-add the pockets in there because I had to restructure everything about it. So this dress was made by me, designed by me. The bodice was designed by me. I absolutely love this dress. I feel like it fits my personality, color, and style. Now moving on to the gingham dresses that I made. This fabric is made out of Fabulism fabric, just like the dress that I made for my Easter dress. It is a gingham green, and you'll notice that I don't make a lot of green things on my YouTube channel because I'm not a huge green fan. However, this dress did inspire me to make more green things because I think I need more green, because green's a staple to accent most colors, and I just think I should appreciate green more. So this dress was inspired by a pin that I saw on Pinterest. It was a gingham dress. However, some of the gingham colors were not quite right, but this fabric from Fabulism ended up being just perfect. So I basically designed the pattern all myself. I do not take credit for the actual idea because that came from a J. Crew dress that I saw on Pinterest, but this one I made completely from scratch. Everything was from scratch. It has pockets, the whole bit. Everything was designed by me. So now moving on to my second gingham dress here. This one I was really excited about, and this one was kind of tough. See all the links below. I have all the links to any of these dresses that I have made. But this coral dress was inspired by a Rent the Runway dress. They did not have my size to purchase, so I decided to just make my own. And this gingham is kind of a classic gingham. It's just an orange gingham. I think if you were to search for it online, you could find it as just an orange gingham, but you would need to double check that it's not a bright orange. I kind of had to do some looking around to make sure it was a muted coral orange. But here again, I'm wearing one of my favorite colors, and this one took a while to actually figure out the bodice, because when you're doing a heart neckline, if you do it wrong, it can make you look like you have big shoulders or like it's really big here. So I had to really cut this correctly here in this V line to make sure it looked okay. So now moving on to the next one, I have my striped. Now this was a thrifted find, however, I basically did make this from scratch. I did not do the shirring on this dress. However, I had to add a little bit of shirring to accommodate for some of the shirring that accidentally came out when I was remaking the dress. But this dress was just like my other thrifted dresses. It was a lot larger, and I basically just cut out my size on the dress as if it was fabric and made the same dress of what it was like from the store. So I basically made this myself, but it is the same style and the original look of what I had bought from the thrift store. So this one I am really excited about. I wish I could wear this one all winter long, because I feel like this one just represents my personality and just how I visualize my creativity. I wish I could wear it all year long, but I know it's freezing. Maybe I could figure out how to wear a sweater over it or something. But this one I got a lot of compliments on, and I'm really happy with it. I'm very particular about what colors look good on me. So I will buy something that is not my size and remake the whole thing just because the color looks good on me. Also, this one, next one is my pride and joy. This was my first step outside of the dresses world, and I plan on doing more. I wish I didn't stop here, but because summer's over, I kind of have to put it on a pause because there's no point in making summer clothes now that it's over and fall is here. So these are the overalls. These are denim overalls. I bought them in a white denim, and I made the overalls and then I dyed them this color. Now these overalls were made and copied from another pair of overalls that I have. They are Free People Ziggy shortalls, and I absolutely love the pair that I had. They were like a pollen color, like a lime green. So I just decided to make my own in the colors in my color season so that it looked good on my skin. So you'll have to see the link here on how I made these overalls, because I talk about how I saved the pattern from my store-bought overalls and how I made them, and even the details of how I made the denim look more authentic. That experiment is not over, so you'll want to hit that subscribe button, because I'm going to be talking about real denim and how to make it look weathered and not homemade. That is my summer wardrobe. I should have made more, but fall and winter are coming, so don't abandon me yet. So if you have ideas for what I should add to my wardrobe this winter and what you'd be interested in seeing in my winter wardrobe or even my fall wardrobe, please comment below, because I need ideas. And fall is not my season for when I make dress or clothes. Fall clothes are not my style. I love fall. I love the cool weather. I love the leaves. I just love the pumpkin spice. I love everything about that. But when it comes to my clothes, I'm like, burnt orange is not my thing necessarily. I could make it my thing. But I decided this whole next season of making clothes for fall and winter, I'm just gonna go for all of my favorite colors and see how I can fit it into a winter wardrobe, because many years I have been trying to dress in fall and winter colors and I just do not feel myself. So please comment below of ideas that you have. I need all the ideas of different types of dresses you can wear in the fall and the winter. Please, please, please comment. I need your input. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more of how I build my wardrobe in my sewing room, I think I might get to making lots of jackets and coats this year. I'm pretty excited about that. So if you want to see all of that, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and I will see you next time.